Welcome to episode 7 of the Consistent Genius Podcast. I'm Billy Seach, and today I'm joined by Noah Michael Smith, Ethan Thomas Leary, the dynamic duo of many years.
Yes.
And today we have some very interesting topics. But first, we're going to discuss Murray winning the Heisman. Kyler Murray, questionable pick, Oklahoma quarterback, when there were some other, other candidates that should have won. And I know you think Tua should have won.
I don't think Tua should have won. I think they counted Haskins out immediately. I don't know who it was that tweeted out, like, who's going to win the Heisman? It was a picture of Tua and Kyler. And so Haskins wasn't even in the running. But Haskins had the best stats out of all of them. But Tua is just a better quarterback by far. He's just more athletic.
All right.
I think Tua should have been last.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah, I think, Murray's just super athletic and can use his legs better than Haskins.
Anyone can run that much
And
against
I'm pretty sure he had the most rush touchdowns out of the three.
Yeah.
But Haskins, as an overall quarterback,
is better.
He
should have won.
Haskins had two great games, like Northwestern and Michigan. Like, Michigan, dude, 62 points against the best defense in the nation.
Yeah.
And the thing about Kyler that's annoying is, like, he's not as good of a running quarterback as people think he is because he's in the Big 12.
Yeah, that's true.
However many rushing yards he had, I can do that against
Okay,
the Big 12. Like, it's Big 12 defense every single game. It's 60-55. Like, there's no defense.
Yeah, just imagine, like, Haskins.
Move the mic up a little bit. I'm sorry.
There's no defense in his division. In the division. So, it's just stupid.
Haskins against the Big 12 defense wouldn't even be fair. He'd have like 700 yards a game.
Same with Tua.
Yeah.
And then who do we play for the Rose Bowl?
Washington.
Oh, we're the favorite, right?
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
It's going to be a smackdown.
I think we probably would have beaten anyone but Alabama, or had a good chance.
Yeah.
Maybe not Clemson because they're nice, but same time maybe not.
I think it depends on if Ohio State cares about the game or not.
Yeah.
True.
See, I said that on the either podcast or two podcasts ago. It's really about the mentality, and I think OSU gets hyped up for Michigan only, and like the other games aren't as big. Like they're not taken to heart like the Michigan game is.
I think honestly, like that kind of annoys me. Like it's like that's the kind of team like they should be juiced for every game. They should actually care about every game. Like there shouldn't put more emphasis on a single. It's a regular season.
I think it shows like the coach isn't like in control of the team because
Same with the Nick Bosa thing.
Yeah.
Like how I understand that he was getting ready for the NFL, but like just leaving your team, like that's garbage.
Dude.
Especially as the captain of the team, that is garbage.
Urban Meyer to Green Bay Packers.
No, Urban Meyer to retirement forever.
Yeah, he has like a brain.
Yeah, I know. He has
cyst.
too many mental health issues.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in Florida, except he got addicted to like Xanax and alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's why
you
he
used to live in Florida. Was that before or after? Did you leave before or after he was coaching there?
I left before.
Yeah, before.
Yeah, because when did he start coaching? 2008,
6.
2007 or 2006.
At OSU?
No, OSU was 7 years ago.
So 2011.
Yeah. I think he coached. I think he retired at Florida around like 2008, 2009.
Yeah, that's around when I left.
He won. I forget what year they won the national championship.
One championship.
2007 maybe with Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a little towards.
Okay.
Talk into it.
It's a mess.
Is that good?
Yes. Because you can hear yourself and like, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Just making it sound good.
But speaking about Haskins, I think the Purdue game really played a toll on him. Like being third in the race.
What did Purdue finish at?
I think they had a losing record. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they had a losing record in the middle of the season, right? It was bad.
But it wasn't Haskins' fault. He still almost had 500 yards passing that game. He had like 490 something.
Well, that's what people don't think. Like, football is a team game. Like, if everyone's not playing on point, then it's not going to work out, Like, QB could be going off, but, like, if the receivers aren't doing good or the line's not blocking, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
I just don't think they cared about the Purdue game like they didn't care about the Maryland game. That's why I went to OT.
That was terrible.
It was 52-51.
The first quarter of that game,
they should have lost.
They should have. Like that, like the Purdue and the Maryland game are what kept OSU out of the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
And they definitely could have won if they were placed second or third, not fourth. They could have gotten to the championship.
Is that the third year in a row they haven't been given a chance?
Second.
They
lost to Clemson 3 years ago. They got smacked 31-0.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was bad.
Yeah.
That was when Florida State got absolutely killed by Oregon.
No.
Or was that the year before?
That was the year before. No. Yeah, year before.
Because Florida State won the last BCS.
Yeah, it was the year before.
Then we got smacked by Oregon.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gosh. All right, so we have a new topic. Red Dead Redemption 2. I know Noah's a big player.
Love that game.
He's a big fan of the game. He's been grinding. He's been hopping off Fortnite. Wait,
oh my God,
what do you want to talk about? Red Dead Redemption.
Just great story. Probably the best video game story you could play.
I know you told me you don't like being in parties because you like to listen to the story.
Yeah. It's like a movie. Like you just get attached. You get attached to all the characters. Like you feel like you know them.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I have yet to try it out, and I've been wanting to, but like I just haven't pulled the trigger because like I feel like I want to dedicate so much time to it, but
I
got other things I need to focus.
When you play it, the time flies by. It's crazy. Like I played 4 hours yesterday.
Dang.
It was just to finish it. It's best game.
So you're
best
done.
game I've ever played. Yeah, I'm gonna play some multiplayer now.
So. All right. Oh, the multiplayer, is that a beta? Or
I think it's a beta. Yeah.
Is it a beta right now?
I still think it's the beta.
I don't think it was out with the full game. Like I don't think it.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Which I'd be pissed if I bought it day one and I was like multiplayer. That's just like a security thing. Don't worry about that.
Sounds good. Sounds good on the podcast.
Yeah. I don't know. Lots of things like to beep.
Rockstar is probably the best. What do you call it?
Game developer.
Yep.
They made GTA, right?
Yep, GTA
and Red Dead Redemption.
And they had another game that I never played. I don't remember what it was. It was like some kid. It was
I know what
super
you're talking
weird.
about.
Some kid like getting bullied in like school. It was really, really weird. But it was probably one of the most entertaining games to watch I think I've ever watched. It's just the stories.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
No, I swear it's a game. I swear on God it's a game. But it was like very entertaining.
They're very creative.
They're good at what it's not like
they have storylines.
Yeah,
like
good.
Call of Duty can just like you can just make stupid
Call of Duty
multiplayer.
doesn't have a campaign.
You can make a stupid multiplayer all you want. It's like people get bored of it real quick.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna be playing Red Dead for a while.
So we were talking about earlier. Leary does not like Black Ops 4.
I do not at all.
Not a fan. Sometimes I like it. Sometimes I get pissed. I think it's stupid. I like the health is at 150 in multiplayer, and that is like so stupid. It just gives bad players a chance to be good. The skill gap is like there's no skill gap anymore, which sucks.
I think what's stupid about it is it's just not Call of Duty anymore. It like this like wall jumps, wall ride, like everything about it is
those aren't
so,
in the game this year.
Okay, excuse me.
But still, I know
you know what I mean. It's
still
too futuristic.
Yeah,
it's so stupid. It's like they just tried to be like Fortnite just to stay relevant.
Yeah.
They like everything about that game is not Call of Duty.
Have you been playing Fortnite at all? Oh no, you don't
I only have an Xbox. But from the times that I've played Black Ops 4, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
It's not enjoyable.
I just got too pissed off with Fortnite.
Dude, Fortnite, they added a sword today or yesterday.
A what? A sword?
A sword. Infinity Blade it's called. And it drops all your guns apparently, and it like 2 swings to kill someone. And it like destroys all the buildings. So you can like jump from across and like boom, just dive through all these buildings, destroy them.
That's so stupid.
And I saw they added a plane too.
Oh, the plane is super fun.
Really?
Do you still play Fortnite, Billy?
I'm playing like a little bit, maybe an hour every other day or something like that.
I think the whole what was it, the Battle Royale, I hate how it's how popular it is right now, because it used to be there was like DayZ and like PUBG,
H1Z1.
Yeah, H1Z1. All those games were really big. Not even really big. They were just people played them back in the day, and no one really cared. Yeah. And Fortnite comes out with this stupid shit.
Yeah, I like the battle royale type stuff, but the building's kind of stupid.
The building
gets annoying.
It adds another like the fifth
dimension.
Wall, fifth dimension.
Yeah,
fourth dimension maybe. I don't know.
Because I'm just terrible at
it's like a 3D
building. I suck at building, and that's why I get so pissed off because I just get.
And it's
destroyed.
It's stupid how good people are.
Yeah, like, some people put way too much time in it or way too sweaty, and like I play on the computer, so like I'm like good at building, like compared to like some Xbox players, but at the same time I'm not even that good, and that's what sucks. And I get cheated a bunch.
Yeah,
it's a child's game that adults are playing.
Yeah,
it looks like a freaking like Game Boy game. Like the concept of it is just that stupid.
I know it has like cartoony graphics, so that's why I always like PUBG, because it was like army, like actual tactics and like
and there's no building and like
And like one thing I like about PUBG is like bullet drop off. So like if you're like in the sniper, for example, you have to like the line's going down. You have to like adjust for like 300-yard drop off. Like that is sweet.
Yeah,
that's like how Battlefield was when I was still playing Battlefield. Like
it still is like that today.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Which I haven't tried the new Battlefield yet. I've heard some good things, but I heard terrible things about it too. It's real glitchy. It's real bad.
Yeah, my brother plays it. He says it got kind of old. Like it was fun at first, but like it's the same thing over and over. He said he got kind of
hard
of it.
It's hard. That's why Call of Duty's that's why Black Ops 4 is as dumb as it is because they can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, except in space this time. Like it's just they got to change it.
Well, I'll tell you something really cool. This past weekend was CWL Vegas, which is like their first Call of Duty tournament this year, and that was really cool. The preferred team was Optic. You know what Optic is, right? Yeah. They won, and they were preferred to win too. But like they had some awesome comebacks, like down 60 points on hardpoint, and they got every single point that they needed.
Wait,
like,
really?
Yeah, like they could not.
Crazy.
Literally, it was like 190 to 247. So like if they lose 3 seconds on the hill, they lose, and they did it like twice on 2 different maps, and like they just came back, they clutched up, they did great, and like I don't know, Call of Duty like tournament wise is looking great, and then that even ties back to Fortnite. Fortnite already gave away like $10 million in prize money. Like that's insane.
It's just so geared towards children.
That's true.
All of it is like it's just so stupid. Like the dances and like all those stupid like emotes and shit. Like that is for children.
I love dancing on people after I shit on them.
Children. Like no, unless you make money off of Fortnite or your age is still on the clock, you like the things you can buy, like the emotes. Like other than that, if you're like a normal person, that should be one of the dumbest things on the planet.
You know the Galaxy skin?
No.
Yeah.
So you have to get the
Samsung or whatever.
Yeah. So I knew someone who got that, but otherwise
you have to what?
So you have to have the Samsung phone, the new one, or the tablet.
That's the only way you can get it.
Yeah. What? So what one of our friends did, he went and got the tablet, and then he just got the skin and then returned it to the store. You know.
Oh my god.
But like I knew someone who knew it, so I just got the Galaxy skin for free, and like
that's just so stupid.
I was hyped about it though. It's sweet. Like, and I probably will never spend another $1 on the game. Because the thing I like about Fortnite is, if you buy the Battle Pass one time, and then you play the Battle Pass, you get the points back to buy the next Battle Pass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, you earn the...
I don't know, but sure.
It's like...
You don't need to explain. I can figure it out.
You really only need to buy the Battle Pass one time.
Yeah.
And then if you don't buy anything else, you can buy it again next time just from progression in the game.
Yeah. And the thing about Call of Duty when it was really good, or like Battlefield when it was really good, is they had the expansion packs, and when you would buy them, they would be worth your money.
I never bought any of those, personally.
Like, for Battlefield, like, they had, like, close quarters combat and stuff. And, like, you would buy it, and then on those maps, you would have certain guns that you could use. And it would be, like, you know, short-nosed SMGs or stuff like that. And that was worth playing because it was actually entertaining compared to, like, buying the way you dance around in the
cosmetics.
game. Yeah. It was actually fun.
Yeah.
And Battlefield in general, I just feel like when Battlefield at its prime, which was probably the Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, right around there, was kind of when Call of Duty was really, really good. That was kind of like right before Ghost came out, and Ghost was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
Like when I was playing both of those, I still feel like Battlefield was better, personally.
I will say Battlefield 3 I thought was really cool. Battlefield 4 I thought was really cool because like the helicopters and stuff. And
Hardline was a ton of fun. Hardline beta.
I played a little bit.
I played the beta with my friends.
I could say Hardline was kind of a waste of money. It got repetitive real quick.
Yeah, because it was so close quarters, which is the issue.
Yeah.
That's what was nice about like Battlefield 4, but 3. Like you could play close quarters if you wanted to. If you didn't want to, you just didn't buy the thing.
Some people like always snipe and stuff.
Yeah, like that's what I would do after a while. Like I just got good at that.
I like a mixed balance. And
it's not like unrealistic, like quick scoping and stuff. It's actually
for sure.
I never got into Battlefield. I've only played it like twice my whole life. At his house.
Hey.
Yeah.
So, Leary, speaking of your house, you used to always have the F-150 white parked outside.
Lariat crew cab. She's gone.
Wait, Lariat?
It was a Lariat.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's a. So you know how like you can get like. I'm trying to think.
I knew there was a back seat because you always had the crowbar in the back.
Yeah, I did. So you know how you can get like a Civic. I don't know whatever the base model is, and then you can get like a Civic like SE, and you can get a Civic Sport. Yeah. The Lariat was like halfway up the line of the, from like King Ranch,
so
which is like crazy leather, to just the base model.
Plane, you got consumer class, business class, first class.
Wait, so explain what happened. Like, did it just get old?
The transmission broke. I was driving down the street. I took my foot up off the gas because I was about to slow down. I slowed down. I went to speed back up, and I kind of moved a little bit, and I was still moving, like from not stopping all the way, and all of a sudden my engine went, and I was like, wait, what?
And it stopped.
And so it didn't stop, and then I was like, wait, what the heck? So I stopped it. I took my foot off the gas because it had dropped to gear before, and so I put it in neutral to let everything kind of like cool down. Put it back in drive, hit the gas, did it again, and so the transmission just broke. So
Dang. So you didn't want to fix it? You got a new car?
No, because it was from 2004. And we had before I started driving it, my family replaced everything on it, besides the transmission, because it's ridiculous to replace the transmission.
Yeah.
And the transmission was what broke, so everything was just old.
Dang.
So
you sell to someone or you scrap it?
We sold it to CarMax, so it's whatever they do with it.
Yeah, they might fix it. I don't know.
I hope they do. I definitely took a picture of the serial number in case I ever find it again.
So it lives on.
Yeah.
Okay. In
case I find it when I'm older.
That's sweet.
Keep it.
And now you're driving?
Now I'm driving a Nissan Sentra.
Hey.
Just a little tiny car. It's like a little go-kart.
Is it different?
I know how it feels.
It's weird. It's so much faster.
Yeah.
It's faster, and it's the gas mileage. I would spend, if I didn't have fuel perks with the truck, I would probably spend $80 on a full tank.
Fuel perks?
Like your parents go to Kroger.
Yeah. See, you ever go, so that's what you gotta go, and you gotta type in Noah's number. Use his fuel perks too.
Yeah, true. No, but I would spend like $80 on a tank of gas on the truck. Now no fuel perks. 5 miles left in the tank. I think the lowest I've spent is $17.
Wow.
So like I'm fine with it. If I take it to college, like I'm not gonna complain.
I think the lowest I've ever spent is $25 for a full tank. That's like 12 gallons.
Yeah, I get less than half of what truck had 30 gallons.
So you drive to school every day, right?
Yeah.
And you drive to school every day.
I do.
So it's been cold recently.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed when I'm driving on the road, like if I accelerate, my engine won't go as many RPMs as before because I think it's cold out. So it's like keeping the engine cool or something. Like I just noticed it's been like revving it a lot more, and it's not going up as much. Or it's not shifting into higher gear when it's cold out.
I have no idea.
I never noticed mine.
I don't feel like that would do anything because RPM's just the pistons. Piston rotations.
I don't know, man. It sounds different. I know that much.
Do you warm up your car before you go to school?
I try to.
Yeah.
I have auto start. So
yes. So do I. I just do that every morning, 15 minutes before I go to school.
Oh,
I have a sibling, so it's my auto start.
Yeah.
Send her outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a freshman now.
Yes, she is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you used to drive her to school last year?
Why would I drive her to middle school?
I don't know. I don't know if you were in charge of that.
No. I would drive her to golf or whatever.
She golfs?
She does golf.
Dang. Student athlete. If I have a boy, which I hope I do, I mean, I guess if I have a girl too, it's whatever. But I want, early on, start them golfing,
Yeah.
Golfing's expensive.
I know, people say that, but, all you need is clubs and then courses not that much.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I'll teach you.
Yeah.
You need gloves, clubs, shoes, clothes. Because golfing is, specific. You have to be formal.
We just need to wear, polos.
No, but as you get older, your clubs get shorter. It's like...
Huh?
As you get older, the clubs get too short, and you can't use them anymore. My sister has to continually, buy new clubs.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's kind of different, though, because if you, hit a growth spurt, I haven't grown height-wise in a while.
Yeah, I haven't gotten bigger since, sophomore year, height-wise.
I hate being short.
You're not
shorter.
Even short.
Well, for football-wise.
Yeah.
I wish I was, past 6 foot just a little bit,
I can
because
see
as a
the
linebacker.
6 foot is the marker.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's the...
Well, height is a handicap in football, isn't it?
Yeah.
Depends. Yeah, it is. Dalton Maynard would be playing OSU right now.
A ton of good players.
Yeah, he was a dog.
He was an animal, but he was shorter than I am.
Remember when he used to put on pads for practice?
That was horrible.
And who else? The big
Coach Wynn.
Fridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Fridge.
Friedman.
And Wynn did too. Wynn was a scary guy.
He was cool.
He coaches
was
at
cool,
Olentangy Orange now.
Yeah. I think all the coaches we ran into are really cool dudes.
Yeah.
Dan Lewis. Great people. And Dan Warren, too.
God. I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. I think he was coaching last year.
Yeah, he coaches the freshman still.
Really?
Yeah, my brother played freshman.
Yeah, I saw your brother play one time. I went and watched him with Morbido. Morbido's on episode 4. He'll be coming back soon.
Yeah.
But your brother was cool. He was good. He's gonna be the future leader of the team.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
He's taller than I am already too.
No way.
Yeah, he is.
I saw him today. I was like, "Hey, what up, Colin?"
I hadn't seen him in like 2 years. And so I walked up to him in school, and he's like taller than I am. Is he 6 foot?
He's like 5'11" and a half.
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, basically 6 foot, but technically 5'11" and a half.
Dude, so tall people might not like these new Chinese micro apartments. I read about this on online. I saw these like little apartments. It said they're no bigger than a Tesla, and people are living in them because like China's real like compact and like densely populated, And they got these new like tiny apartments. It said out of like 73 that they put on the market, only 2 sold. So
yeah.
Not a real.
Wait, really?
Yeah, not a real good.
I
reception.
I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, I don't know. People might not like the small living space.
You're right. That's way too small. Like, I don't even know how you could live in that with 2 people.
It has to be smaller than
not
this
even
room, right?
even one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like there's no way it has a shower or any kind of facility.
Yeah, where do you even sleep?
Maybe a bathroom, or like a toilet and a sink. And the sink that you use for your toilet is also the same sink you use to like cook with.
Wow.
It's got to be just like an open room.
It might have like public bathrooms. That would suck.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even in a dorm, dude, public bathroom, like come on.
Yeah, I guess if you don't have a choice, like you're stuck with it. But like,
I know like some dorms do have public bathrooms like on the floor, but like some also have like the 4 people sleep in the one dorm and they have a bathroom they share with from the 4 of you. Which that's not as bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's not too bad. But still, that's insanely small.
Yeah,
that's not suitable to live in.
Yeah, another foreign news topic. Russia sent 2 nuclear-capable bombers to Venezuela today. Venezuela is a lot closer to us than Russia.
Yes.
And they can now launch nukes. There's some like Cold War stuff popping up again.
I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't heard too much about it.
I haven't
but
either.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the amount of bombers that are nuclear capable that any country has, there's probably nuclear bombers that are a lot closer than Venezuela and that we just don't even know about.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know. Something I've always wanted to say, relating to that topic, if they get us with a couple nukes, we're going to get them back faster.
Yeah, until we blow
there's no doubt.
That's so stupid.
I think with the situation we have right now in office, President Trump, I think he would, some people might go like do an equal action, but I think he would go all out and like make sure they pay for that.
There's no point in doing that with nukes because it's literally just going to be back and forth until the whole world splits in half.
Yeah, I think that's why no one's launched any nukes since like whenever.
Yeah,
especially at the United States because President Trump.
Yeah,
he'd go all out.
He means business.
Yeah.
Which, he's been trying to get this wall going along. The government's about to shut down because they don't have enough funding. Trump wants $5 billion out of Congress, and they're only offering up $1.3 billion. So he wants $5 billion. They had a meeting about it today. It was pretty heated. He was arguing with the Nancy Pelosi and what's the other one? Scalise? I don't know.
I haven't kept up with politics in a minute.
I haven't either.
You gotta go on Twitter politics, man. That's where it's at.
Huh.
Get yourself the Fox News app.
Okay, I'll look into that.
Yeah.
Good.
No, you can go.
No.
All right. So I want to start working out again. I'm just jumping from topics. We got big body Noah Smith here. What's your workout regimen these days?
I usually do. I go chest on Monday, back on Tuesday.
Dang, lifts every day. Okay.
Yeah, basically legs on Wednesday.
Big body.
Shoulders on Thursday, and then I usually do core and cardio on Friday.
Do you have abs yet?
Yeah, core on Friday. And
do you have abs?
Oh no.
He said, core on Friday.
Like, I had to gain a lot of weight this year for football, so I don't really have a core. Plus, I'm shorter.
It's okay.
5'9", 5'10".
It's all packed in there.
215 is pretty big for a 5'9" dude.
Yeah, it's okay. You're muscle.
So now I'm just trying to get a little shredded.
How much are you benching these days?
315 is my max.
Dang. I think the most I ever did was like 305.
That's still really good.
Yeah, I want to get back up there soon. I'm gonna start.
You were at the top, towards the top when you played
for a while. Yeah, like freshman year, I think I might have been, but
but I just love working out. Good stress reliever.
Yeah, I need to start again. Lots of stress. Leary knows the other stress reliever.
What?
Nothing.
I'm so weak.
Speaking of the other stress reliever, there's a new podcast. They're about 13 or 14 episodes in, called the Call Her Daddy podcast. And it got picked up by Barstool Sports. Lots of us know what that is, right?
Yeah.
I think they're based in New York or Boston, one of the two. And they picked up these two girls. I think it's Alex and Sophie. And they are, they tell, like, their hoe stories, big hoe girls. And, like, they embrace it, It is, so like, hilarious. And they give great advice on, like, females, males, relationships, anti-relationships, everything. And it's really interesting. It comes out every Wednesday, so tomorrow I'm gonna be listening to it. And
how is it?
It's great.
Really?
I constantly smile, laugh.
Barstool's stuff is so stupid when it's not their Instagram or Twitter.
Really?
Like, their Snapchat is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's horrible. If you've ever seen Barstool's Snap, it's so bad.
I think I might have before. I hate one thing on Instagram. Like I just saw it earlier today, like literally an hour ago. I like saw the Barstool thing, and I got off for a while, and I went and I scrolled back down, and I saw it again. Like, I think on Instagram, once you see a picture, it should go away. Like, you shouldn't have to, like, keep going back to it. Like, if there's nothing new, it should say there's nothing new. Like, I know on Twitter, if you scroll down far enough, it won't go down anymore. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Because I've scrolled down far before.
I know what you mean. I don't know. I think when I'm bored, I just look through the same photos every time. So, I don't really care.
Like, if I like a pic, out of here. Get out of here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Like, why would you want to see the same picture you just liked?
Yeah, and I heard Twitter has, like, you can see, like, the tweets in order, or you can see the top tweets. So, like, whatever got the most likes or, like, whatever got the most retweets would be always on the top of your feed. And I do not like that. I like to see it in chronological order.
Yeah, I know that was a big thing with YouTube.
Oh, YouTube's algorithm for, like, finding videos is so messed
YouTube
up.
is jacked right now. The ad revenue thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is jacking people the way you can't even see who you're subscribed to sometimes.
Yeah, like if I uploaded the podcast, for example, not every one of the subscribers is getting that.
Yeah. Which is just ridiculous. Like, that's the one thing that, like, if they want to jack with, like, the recommender or whatever, that makes sense. But like, why does it matter what people are subscribed to? Because that's what they want. It should be a personalized app.
Did you see YouTube Rewind? Do you know what that is?
It was so bad.
Do you know what that is?
What?
YouTube Rewind. It's like
I've heard of it.
A year in review. So, like, Ninja was on it, and then a bunch of, like, people I do not know who were.
It was so bad.
I didn't.
Like, it was terrible.
Like, it had, like, Will Smith, like the actor in the intro.
Well, he's been uploading a little bit, so.
Yeah, but, like, why?
Hey,
like, why would you not use...
That's the Fresh Prince, man. Come on.
Or, like, the whole K-pop thing. That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know.
It had, like... The last time I checked, it had, like, 6.5 million dislikes.
Oh, more than that, dude.
Now.
Millions. Now. It's the second most disliked video besides Baby by Justin Bieber. And it probably will be the most disliked video in the world.
They went through... Did you see that thing in the video where they did, like, comments, like, people want? It was... they didn't even include. It was a no name, no picture. It was probably just a comment made by YouTube thing that was like, "We love YouTube Rewind," and it was like
stupid.
Literally the top comment on that video was, "Wow, they managed to make it worse every single year." Like, it was so bad.
Yeah, it's tough. YouTube, the whole site's been going downhill, and like once there's like another big competitor, which I think right now is like Twitch TV, the live streaming service. I think that's like the only competitor right now, because you can upload videos to Twitch, it's just not the same,
and no one's gonna watch it.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
It's mainly a streaming platform, but Twitch does have, I think, more engagements, because like you got to think all the chatters, the followers, the subs.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
I think there are more people that are like actively going on Twitch, but Twitch has like more like hardcore people. Like, my dad can go on YouTube, but I don't think he would just go on Twitch for something.
Yeah.
YouTube's been been around so long. And
it's just like Google. When people go to look something up on, they Google it.
And when you want to go watch videos, you just automatically think YouTube. You don't really think of anything else.
I don't know. It's
there needs to be a new competitor. Take them out.
It's an oligopoly.
Monopoly?
Oligopoly.
What does that mean?
It means like a group's controlling it. So like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Google, like it'd be like a group, but like they're not all the same. So I don't know, because like Twitter has videos. People have been uploading Twitter videos. Like this guy I know, like Optic Hex, he's been doing like Twitter video every day, and I guess they're getting some sort of revenue.
long video, or is
no,
it like
a couple minutes. Like it'll be like a 60-minute or 60-second excerpt, and that would like lead you to the YouTube. Video
that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you'd probably just run ads on your page.
Yeah, I know a couple people that have their website set up, and what they'll do on Twitch, they'll say, "Hey, I'm streaming, but the main chat is at this URL, so go here and watch it." So they can probably run their own ads on their own site and make more money by directing people to their shoes stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
the world's corrupt.
I think Google has a bit of a monopoly on everything too, because like with the whole restricting videos and stuff, like. Where are you gonna go to put your videos out? Like if people actually care about the videos you're putting out, you could put it on your own website. But besides that, where are you gonna put the videos? Because no one's gonna chase down your website to watch your videos.
Yeah.
So like, where are you gonna put your videos if YouTube is restricting?
That brings up a good point about Google having like a big like control over everything. Google is on trial right now for some sort of thing, including their user data. And I'm not real like up to date on it, but I saw, they're with the House of Representatives, on trial with some sort of committee.
Mm-hmm.
But something I find really interesting, like if I go on Amazon, the app, and I like look at microphones, for example, and I like check out a bunch of microphones, look at reviews, yada, yada, yada. If I go on Instagram, then I see ads for microphones, and then I'll scroll, and it's everything that I looked at. So they're somehow collecting all this data.
Yeah, data mining.
Yeah.
That is creepy, I think.
I think that's super crazy. Like you could look up literally anything. Like if you look up like football helmet on Amazon, then you'll see football helmets on Instagram, and that's so messed up. I was on his computer in there earlier, and he was looking at a car website the other day, and then I was on Yahoo News. I was looking at stuff, and cars started popping up on the side, and they record all this data, and I just think that's a little messed up.
Yeah, it's like invading your personal privacy a little bit.
I mean, go ahead. You saying something?
No, you can go ahead.
I get how they do it and why they do it, because if you're using their website, you're using their platform, like they have access to your data. But I just think it's whack. And the only way that you could really get people out of your privacy like that is if someone, aka like the government, made a completely neutral
like a
platform.
Regulation?
No, like the government made a platform that they couldn't said something where they couldn't mine data, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
and I could be wrong. That could be complete bullshit. But like, that's the only thing I feel like would actually keep people out of your business.
I think if it's a private company,
if it's a private company, they're gonna be able to. They have the right to go through your stuff.
Yeah, I respect that though. I like it. That's smart.
I don't like it. I don't like when people go through my.
Oh yeah, I think privacy.
I don't agree with it, but I understand how they do it.
Everyone has a right to privacy. That's like big news. All right, another topic. Generation Z. Are we Generation Z?
Yes.
What year were you born?
2001.
What year were you
2000.
Born? I was born in 2001, so you're older. You're the oldest here.
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
He's still Gen Z.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all Gen Z?
Yes. Because millennials ended in like 90s, late 90s.
Well, I heard someone the other day said Gen Z is 2003 and later.
Let me check. I have no idea.
Oh,
I think it's
because
2003.
Yeah, that's what someone said to me. I think we're Gen Z though, because I don't feel like a millennial. Do you feel like a millennial?
No.
The term millennial is completely misused.
That I can agree with that.
Typically used to use the mid 90s to mid 2000s.
Okay.
As babies.
So we'll call it we're Gen Z.
Yeah.
We'll say like 97.
But do you think Gen Z's losing all respect and like losing etiquette? Because I feel like, 30 years ago, for example, in a classroom, kids wouldn't act up. If you acted up, you got punished.
Yeah.
But this day and age, like, I just heard the story, and you guys kind of heard about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a kid, he got syrup all over the classroom, on these computers and stuff. I heard about this. You guys heard anything about this?
I've heard barely about it.
Yeah, like, I just feel like that wouldn't have happened, like, 20 years ago, because that kid would have been severely punished. But
I think it's not the kids, it's the punishment to the kids. Like, you can't, a teacher can't spank a kid anymore. Like, that's not legal.
That's true.
And like, I understand why that's not legal, but like, it's the fact that we don't have those kind of punishments anymore. I think it gives kids more freedom to be assholes.
So no one's scared anymore.
Yeah, like if you look, I feel like if you took our kids from 30 years ago and put them in our generation, I think probably the same thing could happen. But I could be wrong.
So
yeah,
kids aren't scared of the consequences anymore.
Yeah, like they just feared about getting spanked every day. That's why nobody acted up, because no one wants to get spanked by a ruler.
Yeah, I remember there was this video on Twitter where this girl got in trouble for bullying. She was like an elementary school kid, and so the dad made her walk 5 miles instead of taking the bus home. And he drove behind her. Have you seen it?
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, and people were all pissed off about it because they thought he was being rude or whatever, or neglectful. But he literally was driving right behind her. She was completely bundled up, and she didn't walk the whole 5 miles at once. But it's because people are so scared of punishment now that this doesn't happen.
Yeah, America's gone soft.
There's a difference. Like, if you want a behavior to continue, you're supposed to reinforce it. That usually works better than punishment.
Have you been in psych class?
Yeah.
Did you learn about that, like positive, negative reinforcement? And
there's positive and negative punishment.
Yeah, positive, negative punishment. Yeah. So, like, I give you a cookie every time you do good on a test.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to do good on a test.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think instead, for punishment-wise, it's not so much a positive punishment now. It's a negative punishment. So they take stuff away.
Yeah.
So if I'm disrespectful, I get TV taken away. Well, who cares? Because now everyone has their phones and shit. Yeah. So no one cares anymore. So they'll just go on their phone.
So you think positive punishment is what you need? Like, give them a beating. Like beating your kids now is frowned upon.
I think the reason that people are like that is because there's no more positive punishment. But positive and negative reinforcement works better in behaviors either way. And there's studies that explain that. I can't explain it, but literally, like, if you it's better if you want a kid to do something, to give them an incentive to do it instead of beating the shit out of them if they don't.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I can agree with that. Incentive to do something is like the best ever, because like you want to do it.
Then you work for a goal instead of working to not have something happen.
You know the Pavlov's dogs where you ring the bell and the dogs would salivate? You know what I'm talking about? I think that was so interesting, because we watched like videos on that. Yeah, classical conditioning, I think. Yeah, you just said that, yeah. Yep. It was like real interesting to watch that. And then there was like...
So operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is the positive and negative reinforcement.
Yeah, but we watched a video where a baby was exposed to like a spider, for example, and the spider, as a baby, you're not scared of spiders.
Oh my god!
But like you learn to be scared of spiders.
What is that called?
I know. I remember watching that video too. It was like
with the rabbit,
and then they made loud noises too.
Yes,
with the rabbit,
with
the rabbit.
I don't remember the rabbit. Oh, jumping at him and he got like...
No, so they would have a rabbit and they'd bang pans behind him or something.
Yeah, the rabbit. That's the video I saw, yeah. I think that's super interesting.
I think it's interesting. The study itself was not.
And now that kid's going to be naturally afraid of bunnies forever.
Oh, that kid, I think the kid is dead.
Maybe. It was an old video.
I think he died like either when he was 10 or later.
Dang.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of those kids that like people hear about like are gone.
Jeez.
Like most of them.
Yeah.
Psychology is just a great class.
It's very interesting. It's a lot of talking, and I'm not a big fan of that. I like quantitative data, like 2 + 2 = 2, or like history. Some people say it's very like everyone has their own interpretation. Like you could think a war was good, you could think a war was like bad. But I think history's like there's a fact, and to that fact is known. You know what I mean? I think history has one answer. That's just what I think.
Yeah, I think English is the main class where you can,
that's opinion based.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you can just totally.
Like I could, if I was an English teacher, I could have you write an assignment about why you like soccer.
Yeah.
But what if you don't like soccer?
Exactly.
Like you don't have the choice.
But you can fake that easy. I think you can bullshit your way through English class.
Yeah, there's a lot of papers that I wrote that I didn't agree with, like at certain topics, but I just had to act like I agreed with it just to get in A,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Makes it more simple. I don't know. I think the whole the way school is now is very not to say this is bad, but like all the teachers are pretty liberal is what they say, and then if you say something negative, the teacher might have like a negative view on you, which most teachers won't, but some
any
might.
Class except English, that shouldn't matter,
right?
Or where like you're having your opinions graded like in a paper, so like research papers or any kind of paper is the only like math. If I tell my teacher I don't like her political views, my math teacher, and then she can't mark
she can't take
2x,
points off of the test.
Yeah, like
for getting everything right, like showing all your work and stuff. She can't take it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like, yeah, I agree. Like English is like the only place where like you have to agree with the teacher's opinions because it's all writing.
Yeah. Like English last year, I would say stupid jokes, and the teacher would get pissed at me.
Yeah, that was so funny.
That's how I am this year, dude, in math. Like,
I remember hearing about that. That's so funny. The Earth is flat.
Yeah, it was snowing in April, and I was like, "Wait, if there's global warming, how is it snowing in April?" And he was so pissed. He was like really angry.
That's a good point. Have you heard about the orange in the plate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you explain it for the?
So if I have an orange and I dump water on it, where does the water go, Billy?
On the plate.
Oh, the water on the orange just falls off.
Yeah. Okay,
right.
Yeah.
If I pour water on a plate, where's the water go? It stays on the plate.
Yeah.
Now,
I messed it up. I'm sorry.
The stupid part about it is that there's gravity where we are.
Yeah.
If you're in space and you pour water onto an orange, it will probably stick around for a little bit because of the gravity of the orange. But
I don't know. Science.
It's so funny. Flat Earth theories. If you actually look into them, they're very convincing.
I just don't think the Earth is flat.
I don't either.
Like the biggest argument for it is like, where is the
horizon?
end?
Where's the horizon? Like that's the thing. Is like, oh well, I'm standing on a 14-story building looking out over the ocean, and it looks flat.
Like I've been to the top of the Sirius Tower.
Dumbass,
I've seen the curve.
Yeah, like if you are on a boat in the middle of the ocean and there's a boat like 7 miles away from you, you won't be able to see it. It'll go under the horizon.
Isn't it 2 miles so you can see it? I think it is.
I think it's
because we were down in Florida. We were going away, and I think we were 2 miles offshore, and that's where.
Then maybe it was 2. Like on perfectly clear visibility, the boat will go under the horizon because the thing curves.
After 2 miles, I started to get seasick because I can't see the land or something.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't get seasick unless we're standing still.
I used to not get seasick. Now I do. Actually, last time I didn't. The time before that, I got real seasick. So it's like, man,
I don't even get seasick. I just kind of feel.
I was the opposite when I was littler. I got seasick all the time. I went on a bunch of cruises.
Yeah.
And then now when I'm on a boat, I don't. It doesn't affect me at all.
I went on one cruise before. It was sweet.
I've been on one.
I love cruises.
Yeah, they're fun.
I haven't been on one since I was like really, really young.
They're a sweet experience.
They're fun.
We're on a Disney cruise.
I would do it again. I went on Norwegian. I talked about this a couple weeks ago with Morbido and Drew. Do you know Drew?
Yeah, I know about it.
You know Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Such an idiot.
Oh.
So funny.
Yeah.
What a classic.
He'll be coming back soon. I don't know. Me and him have something in the works. Maybe. Spoiler alert. That'll
trailer.
Yeah, a cool little thing that might happen.
A tease.
Leary, you're such a tease. That's great.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you say tournament or tournament?
Tournament.
Okay.
Syrup or syrup?
Syrup.
I say syrup.
I say both.
Do you say roof or roof?
Roof.
I say
you
roof.
say roof?
Mm-hmm.
I say roof.
I say roof.
A window or window?
Window.
My grandma says window.
I think. Caramel or caramel?
Caramel. Pecan or pecan?
I say
pecan.
I say pecan, but
I say pecan.
That's what they say.
Pecan. Oh wait, I can say pecan sandy. I wouldn't say pecan sandy.
Aunt or aunt?
Aunt.
Well, no, my aunt lives. Okay, it's gonna sound weird. She lives in Boston, so she likes me calling her aunt.
Yeah, because of the accent.
Auntie. Yeah, she tells me to call her that though. I would say aunt. Soda or pop?
Soda.
Interesting. What do you think about Monster Energy? Do you think it's bad for you? Do you think it's like? Are you okay with it?
Tell the story you said in the car.
Yeah, every time I drink one, which is not very often, I'm always scared I'm gonna have like a hole in my stomach or something.
Jeez.
Because do you ever hear those stories of teenagers that drink like 3 or whatever?
I know, like if you drink a lot of soda, you can get like a cyst in your stomach.
Yeah,
right?
are you talking about the story with Michael?
Mm-hmm.
So my boss at where I work, he's a pool manager.
Leary is a lifeguard. He wears the banana hammock every day.
I do. When he was a teenager, he drank 4 Monsters in 4 hours, and he had to go to the hospital because he had chest pains.
Jeez.
Which is excessive.
Yeah,
but
that is.
Like, there's stories of, like, teenagers, like, drinking too many over the course of time and, like, their stomach contents fall out.
I love energy drinks, though. I drank them before every game. I was so hyped.
Before the football
yeah,
game?
I had Bang Energy.
Bang.
Me and B-Hoss
Oh, God.
had some energy drinks.
Bang.
It was a tradition.
Do you think that helped?
Oh, yeah. I was, like, wide awake.
Have you ever done the 5-hour energy?
No.
Those are just
I heard those
disgusting.
suck.
They're
I did
vile.
those once or twice. Just take a shot, and you're like you're
done
like awake. Like, your eyes are wide.
You liked it?
It was okay. Good experience. It didn't really taste bad. It tasted good.
The pre-workout I used to use, it would hit you really hard and then you'd crash.
That's crazy.
Horrible.
I don't think I've ever
done what kind?
It was the one we got from the Arnold when you and I went. I think it was freshman year.
I don't remember it,
Dude,
but
the Earth-made muscle.
I don't know. But remember when I got Hot Blood, that pre-workout from the Arnold, and it was in a packet, but half the packet was a serving.
Oh, and you took two?
And I took 2 servings. That was my one of the first times I ever took pre-workout. I thought I was gonna die. I had to roll the windows down at 6 a.m. on the way to weightlifting, and it was like in the winter. I was so hot.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. I thought I was gonna die, and then I got a PR on squat. I was so hyped. Like it kind of wore off, like regular. Oh, it was nice.
Yeah. So, can you tell us your story about you taking a lot of creatine for like too long?
Taking a lot of creatine for okay,
Yeah.
just by like, okay. So that's how I gained a lot of muscle mass and weight. I just took creatine and ate a lot of food.
But the recommended creatine's like 4 weeks, and you did it for like 8 weeks.
Yeah. I didn't non-stop because I was just super motivated and
super motivated. I like that.
So I just took a ton, ate a lot of food, gained 35 pounds in about 5 months.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this actor. He lost 42 pounds in 2 months, and like that's like unheard of.
Yeah,
and, like
that's crazy.
That's got to be
There's
medicine.
another one. It was like 20 pounds in 20 days or something.
That's not okay.
Lost 20 pounds.
That's not a good thing.
That's like bulimia.
Yeah, that's like insane.
Anorexia. Like, that is not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna start working out again. I might get into creatine or like pre-workout.
Yeah.
What do you think's better?
There's some that
It's
have a
different.
mix of both.
It's a different
That's what I usually.
substance, though.
Yeah, that's what I usually buy. The one that has a mix of both. Has a lot cheaper, and you just get both.
So
Best of both
creatine,
worlds.
it like doesn't it do something to your like water in your
Yeah,
body?
fills
or
your
something?
muscles up
Yeah.
with water, and somehow it helps increase like your lifting maxes and stuff. Increases your weight. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like your, your body,
Yeah.
but your weight that you lift.
Yeah.
You get bloated with water, and then so you have like an absurd amount of water weight on you, and then all the water helps you from being sore. And then pre-workout.
Pre-workout's just like crack.
caffeine. It's like caffeine. Yeah, it's a stimulant.
I take it every
Stimulants.
time. I can't work out without it now.
Really?
And my body's just so used
Do
to
you
it.
think you're addicted?
I drink so much
Do you
caffeine.
believe in addiction?
Yeah.
What?
Do you?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Not in like addiction. So like some things you can get addicted to, like your body needs them. And
Like as a
if-
disease?
Yeah, we talked about this in psychology one
Kind of,
time. I
yeah, it's a
remember.
So like some things, like if you like caffeine, if you drink a lot of caffeine every day for so long,
Yeah, I've
and then
done
you
that.
stop,
I stopped. I
that'll
get
give you a
headaches.
headache,
I would get
exactly.
headaches and like.
But something like gambling, for example, do you think people
Yeah.
can get addicted to gambling the
Yeah.
same
Mhm.
same way?
Mhm.
All right, interesting.
Because it's just the dopamine release in your
Yeah.
brain. That's what, like when you shoot up heroin, you have a huge dopamine. It's not the heroin. It's what the heroin does to your brain.
Yeah.
So you'll have a huge dopamine release.
See, I can definitely understand like the biological thing, like the caffeine, for example, the headaches, but like the gambling addiction or like a video game addiction. I could just like I have trouble like seeing that because I do understand like the dopamine release is like a big thing. Like you like dopamine, you're like.
Oh yeah, no, it's not like you like dopamine. It's like dopamine is released.
It makes you happy. It makes you feel
it's
good.
it's what brings you back to stuff. It's like a biological thing. So like if like dopamine is released after you eat food, that's why people get have been addicted to food. That's why
I think at a certain level, that's like willpower, though. Like willpower.
Yeah.
not
Well, that's the
do
same thing with all addiction.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think you can get addicted to gambling just because if you do it so often, your brain does it.
All right.
Yeah.
Respect, Larry. Respect. So you playing DYA basketball this year?
I am not.
Are you? Yeah. you
Yeah.
are.
I just put up 2 points last week.
2 points.
Last weekend, yeah.
Hey.
Averaging like 5 a game.
So DYA basketball, if anyone doesn't know, it's the rec league basketball.
Dublin.
Dublin, Ohio. Lots of people we know play in the basketball league, and it is some serious shit this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are keeping stats. You know, rivalries are being made. Who'd you play last week?
The Lakers.
Anyone we know?
Dorincott.
Dorincott, he'll be coming on the podcast in a couple weeks, hopefully.
Wyatt Bartlett, Jack Triplett, and Matt Sopko. Those are the ones I knew.
Sopko might come on the podcast eventually, too.
Those are the 4 I only knew.
All right.
Nobody else.
Only 2 points, though?
Yep.
Dang.
Yep.
They were
Jeremiah. No, I just passed it to Jeremiah.
Jeremiah will also be coming on the podcast in a couple weeks.
He had 33.
Brady Kirkpatrick is on the Lakers, I think. The junior with the
LeBron?
blonde curly hair. I think, because I think he
I don't
mentioned.
remember.
Hey, is Dwayne Wade retiring?
Yeah, after this year.
Yeah, I saw that was LeBron and Dwayne Wade's last game against each other, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember NBA 2K14. I used to play as D Wade. Do. He was the best. 2 first names, Dwayne Wade.
Wade is the first name.
Yeah.
Not many people though.
Yeah.
But still first name.
That's like LeBron James, 2 first names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in the NBA with 2 first names.
Makes sense.
Leary, so last night you gave a big speech, Young Life. What was that all about?
I don't know. Just about myself.
Let's hear a little bit about yourself. I know you're wearing a Young Life sweatshirt.
I am.
And I really like the logo. I think that's super creative how they did that.
Thank you. I don't know. It was just about me. Just about how I grew up, stuff like that.
Let's hear about it. Let's give us a quick 2-minute one.
I don't know. What do you want to hear? Don't say the whole thing. Give me a specific point.
Oh my. Your childhood. I know you grew up in Florida.
I did.
You were born in Florida.
I don't know. Growing up, I just wanted to be a clown all the time. I was just an idiot.
A clown? Like Bosco the clown?
No, funny. I don't know.
You're a funny guy.
I'd like to think so. Just tried to be funny all the time.
Yeah. Everyone likes
Nothing
you.
else. I don't know.
I think so.
I hope so.
You're a likable guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're generally sweet.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. I don't think I know anyone who does not like Leary.
I've never asked. I don't really care anymore.
Yeah. 2 great
Doesn't really
guys.
matter to me.
2 great guys right here, Noah and Leary. That's sweet. All right, are we done?
Done with what?
Are we done? Do we not have any more topics?
Do we not?
I don't know.
I feel like we missed half of them.
What do we miss?
Let's see. Did we do that?
Okay, this is something interesting that I saw today. In a demonstration of force at the border, I think this was at the San Diego border, a little over 30 people were detained and arrested for entering a zone that we're calling it's kind of like the neutral zone. So if you enter it, then you're you're showing intent to enter the United States illegally.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were arrested, and they just have to see that that's wrong. And I think right now they have 6,000 people waiting at our border, and they're letting 100 apply for asylum a day. And that's just wasting whoever's paying for it, which I think is people down south in Central America. And
paying for what?
Paying for the food, the transportation, the essential living,
mm-hmm.
They're wasting money on that. And I don't think many people are going to get in, if any, from that caravan. And then if you did see the pictures and stuff, some of those people have iPhones, dude.
I know they were chucking rocks and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's why we shot tear gas at them.
Yeah,
it was definitely called for.
I would say all the ones that were arrested are not allowed in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think some people are saying open the borders, let everyone in. But if we don't have any borders, then why are we a country?
Yeah.
If you take a cell, like a biological little cell, and you take the cell wall away, there's no more cell left.
Exactly.
So you can't.
This is the United States of America. We got to focus on our own people before we focus on letting other people in, helping other people. Because right now there are many people in this country in poverty that are suffering, that are simply not in a good spot. And until they are great, until they're gold, until they're thriving like a proper American citizen should, then we shouldn't be able to, we shouldn't have to help out people that come here for a better life when they knew very well what they were doing from when they left. wherever they came from. I want to say, might have been Venezuela. Oh, it was Hondurans.
Honduras.
That's the majority of the people that are down south trying to get in.
Yeah, and there's the thing of like they were waving their flag around as they were trying to get into our country, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, if you come into America, like, I understand that, like, we don't have an official language or whatever, but, like, people aren't learning our language. They're not embracing the American culture, and some people say that's, like, bad. It, like, the stigma is, you know, everyone's accepted here. But I think if you come into America, you have to learn English. You have to learn the American customs. You have to learn to be, you have to assimilate into the population. You know, you don't have to, account for yourself.
You don't necessarily have to learn the language or whatever, but you can't be an idiot. You can't be completely debilitated because you don't know what you're doing. And, like, if you're coming in waving your country's flag around and when you're trying to get in the United States, then why do you want to come?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
You're just supporting your own country by waving the flag, trying to get in. Why don't you just stay?
Yeah, I think if we want to help other countries, we should. And I think we should. But I don't think we should just be let people rushing in.
Right.
When we have so many people that are, you know, impoverished. And coming from the South, and obviously drugs are going to get in the United States either way. But coming up from that border is a lot of drugs, like from the cartel and stuff.
Yeah, well, the cartel controls, like, the whole border. That's what people don't understand. Like, that's a dangerous part. And the majority of the people in that caravan are men. There aren't all these women. There are some women and children, but the majority are men. And they're coming to work and take jobs from Americans. You might not think of it like that, but that's, in the end, that's what they are.
Yeah.
That's their goal, is to get work.
When you look at the jobs that they take, like where my family's from, in Florida, and there's a lot of immigrants that, like, migrant workers. They work the nastiest jobs. Yeah. Like, they literally just, like, pick up cow shit. Like, no one's gonna want to do that. They take the jobs because the money, American money, is so much more valuable down there.
Well, that is another issue. Like, today, people are growing up being like, they have the mentality that they are not going to work at, like, a fast food chain or something like that. And, like, some people will never work at a fast food chain, but we always will need some people to work there. And I think that's why some people will not progress in life, because they'll be stuck where they can't get a higher up job, and they need to settle for something. And I'm not saying like any of us, because I think we're all, you know, great, destined for greatness. But I'm saying some people, you know, they just go through the motions. They have no expectations, and they have no drive. So they're going to be stuck at a certain level, and they're not accepting that. So they're not going to work at all, and that's causing an issue in America.
Yeah, makes sense. That's my phone.
Yeah. You hit it on the head, basically.
Yeah. You know, I'm a consistent genius. Sometimes I just gotta say it.
All right. Yeah.
So what are you guys gonna do tomorrow? You're gonna listen to the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure I would.
All right.
Probably not. I'll be honest with you, Bill. I'm probably not gonna listen to that.
All right. So I'll give a message to all the viewers, all the listeners to the Consistent Genius podcast. If you're here right now watching live, then I advise you to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Billy Seach. Go on iTunes, look up the Consistent Genius podcast, just type in Consistent Genius in the search bar. Subscribe to that. Leave a rating, 5 stars if you like it, 4 stars if you hate it. Leave a good description, give us tips, tricks, critical advice. What do you call that? That's like negative it's like advice, but it's you're building on it. Constructive criticism.
Yeah,
give us constructive criticism.
That's what it is.
And I'll take that, and we'll try to do more with it. I think next week, next show will be the 17th or 18th. That'll be Hannah Stump and Libby Nemec. And then our Christmas episode is going to be Ryan Ebeling, our dog, Wolf Wolf, and Jenna Lynn. And then after that, it'll be a new year. The show will be on January 1st, and that show's in the works. I think we do know who that is, but we just got to make sure before
undisclosed.
Yeah, it's kind of to be decided, but it's also to be announced, because I think I was texting them today actually, and I think we're locked in. And then we got a couple more weeks that we have pretty good ideas of who we're going to bring on, what's going. But I think it can only go up from here, and I think we're doing great. I like it. And I think today was awesome. Leary, thanks so much for coming on.
No problem, my guy.
Noah, Thank you so
Thanks
much
for having me.
It was great.
It was a great time.
I'm going to be shutting down the stream. I hope you guys all enjoyed episode 7 of the Consistent Genius podcast. Follow us on YouTube, iTunes, and follow me on Twitter at Billy Seach. Leary is...
Instagram is ethan.leary.
Noah Smith with a dot or a period between the H and the T.
Okay. I'll link them down below in the description of the YouTube video, so you go check them out. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. See you.